Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Rianne and this is RS Budgets. Nothing too crazy with my name, it's literally just my initials. But I just wanted to make this channel to document the journey that I've had so far with cash budgeting and savings. I decided to start cash budgeting back in March of this year, and at first it was like a struggle. I was trying to navigate going from spending all this money because it was in the account to only spending what I had in cash in my wallet. And I was never a person to carry cash around. I always had my card because it was convenient. But I noticed that with cash budgeting, it's definitely improved the way that I look at spending. And that's a big issue because my husband and I, we're young. I'm 24, my husband's 25, and we were young parents. So we had our kids when we were 18 and 19. Yeah, I was 18, he was 19. But we've always been on our own since then, and we've been paying our bills and all that. So our bills were always paid. We didn't have an issue with our bills not being paid. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust my chair. So we've always made sure that we paid the bills on time and there was enough money in the account for that. But recently, last year, we moved to a different city, and we live in California, so already anything here is super expensive, so you have to kind of be mindful of your money. So we moved to a different city, and the income was better. We moved over here because my husband got a better job with better income, and so we're able to pay for our home and our car, all of our bills, just with my husband's paycheck. I work part-time or per diem, so whenever there's availability for me to work in our schedule with our kids. But when we did move here, we gained a lot of debt, a lot of consumer debt. We had debt before that because we had credit cards. Nobody taught us anything about credit, anything about like financial freedom, financial stability. We were clueless to all that, and we were young. You know, when you're young, you get a credit card and you want to just max it out because you can, right? So we did that with his credit card because I actually wasn't able to get a credit card until I was like 21 maybe. And it's a long story. So let's see. We maxed out our credit cards. So right now, currently, our consumer debt sits at like 20K. And when I was going over like bills and all that, because I've always been mindful of like making sure that we had money to pay for our bills and not overspending, I would rather make sure that I have a roof over my kids' heads and food on the table than go out and buy a t-shirt, right? Or go to a concert, right? So I was always aware of making sure there was money in the account for our bills. But when we got those credit cards, we had to buy like new appliances because we had always lived in apartments, and then we moved to a house, so we had to buy new appliances, just a lot of new things that we needed. We wanted to furnish our home, so we put a lot of money on our credit cards for like home improvement. But now it's like catching up to us now, and I decided in March that it's time. We gotta take control of our finances and be aware. We're still young, we can still fix our credit, we can still get rid of our debt, all before it's time for us to buy our first home. And so I guess I'll break down. I'm not gonna go into detail yes I will. Okay, so our bills. I'm a nosy person, so I have no problem telling people like things, my business. I'm okay with that. I'd rather it come from my mouth than anybody else's mouth, but I've always been like that. And I'm also just nosy, as I mentioned. So our bills monthly are about $5,500. I will say my rent, where we're currently at, is $2,500, which is not bad for the house we have. We have a 3-bed 2-bath in California. Not bad. So we pay that. We pay $500 for Disney passes. My car payment is like $550. I'm rounding up to the nearest dollar, not too crazy. So my car payment's $550. Our car insurance is $325. What else do we have? We have to pay for utilities here, you know, like the water, gas, electric. There's other things we pay for that I cannot remember. Okay, so actually right here, I pulled it up so I could see. So yeah, our rent, our car insurance, car payment, Disney passes, T-Mobile, which is our phone and internet. We have, and then these are the credit cards. So that's a lot of credit cards. We have, my husband and I both have a Best Buy credit card. He has a Costco credit card, and then I have 2 Chase credit cards, and he has 1 Chase credit card. But the amounts are ridiculous on all of it. And then we pay for our subscriptions, which is just Amazon Prime. I'm a student, so I get it for like $8. We pay for Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, YouTube, and there's one more, and HBO Max. So we only have 4. We did get rid of Netflix because they were giving too much trouble. We paid for the Netflix, but it was under my mother-in-law's email, so it would ask us if we were the primary owners or whatever. So I was like, no, I don't want to deal with that. Let's just stop paying for it and get rid of Netflix. So yeah, so those are all of our finances that we currently pay for. And then, you know, little side things like our kids are in school, so like book fairs and picture day, things like that, we have to save up for. But that's really like the gist of it all. We have like $20,000 in consumer debt, and then that's not including our car payment. We have maybe $14,000 left on the car payment, and we've been paying for that car since 2019 or 2018. 2019, I do believe. Yeah, since 2019. So we have about 14K left on that. And so what's that? Like 20 plus 14, like 35,000, which is a lot. That's ridiculous when you say it like that, but now we are working on it and trying. So I've been on board since I first decided to do this. And the thing with my husband is I don't think he's okay with me doing it. He doesn't mind, right? And because I wanted to make sure that we're on the same page as it is his paycheck. I don't want to just take control over his finances. But I had to explain that this is beneficial, like in the long run. And I don't think he doesn't look at any of these are my binders, so I have 5. He doesn't look at any of them. He just says, oh, you got it, like I'm in control, basically. So the thing that worries him sometimes is he likes to see the money in the account, but I don't, because when you see that there's money in the account, then you see that you can spend that. You can spend $20 here, $20 there, and that's how you're not saving, right? So if there's like less than 1,000 in the account, he starts to kind of freak out a little bit. So I have to kind of reassure him that everything's okay, the bills are paid for. If there's ever an event where it's like an emergency, I do have an emergency fund that I'm rebuilding that now, but worst case, I can always pull the money out from these binders and use it for whatever emergency that we have. So that's the thing, like all of this money is out of sight. It's out of sight to us. We don't have it because it's not in the account, but if I put it in the account, it'll probably be spent in a day. So that's why I find that cash budgeting and having these budget binders is very beneficial to us, especially because we're young. It's so easy to want to spend your money, and that's how we are. We were very spend happy because our bills were not that expensive a year ago. We moved from a 1-bed 1-bath apartment that was $1,400 to this house, so it's like $1,000 increase, an $1,100 increase, so that makes a big difference. So definitely we had to cut our spending habits a lot. which is okay because I do want to get rid of all this debt. I do not want to carry any more debt with me. It's like you're paying your credit card. When we pay our credit card, the interest, it's like you don't make a payment. You know, it's like they only take, if my credit card payment's like $200, the interest is like $80 or whatever, right? But also too, that's my fault because I didn't know anything about APR and all of that. Like, I didn't understand that. Even still, I'm still learning. So that's something that I want to understand more now, and then help my kids when it's time for them to have their finances. I want to make sure that everything is okay with them. So yeah, this is just, I guess this is kind of like a debt confession, and a get to know me. I don't think it's really get to know me, but it's more of a debt confession. I felt like I wanted to start my channel off with this debt confession for transparency, so you guys know, if you guys are watching, you guys know, like, okay, this girl got a lot of debt, like, so I just want to be accountable, right? Like, I know that we racked up our credit cards, so now it's time to fix this issue. And there's always going to be, you know, you're always going to go forward, and sometimes you might come back, and that's okay. You just got to keep your mind set on the end goal, right? So I think now I'm going to show each of my binders and the categories that I have. So I'm going to start with this purple one. This one is my high priority binder. So in this one, I have this little dashboard. I got this from Spooky Budgets. Super cute. So I have, this one here says maintenance, but it really is my car registration, which is due on September 16th. I'm not sure when this video is going to get uploaded, so it's due September 16th, but today is the 7th, I believe, September 7th. So this is fully funded already, so we don't have to worry about that. This here is for my kid's baptism. I'm starting to save up for that. This one is for birthdays. I have to restuff this for my son's birthday in January. This is my emergency fund that I am starting to rebuild. I actually made this tracker. Each of these exclamation points are worth $25, so the goal here is $1,500. So I only have 25, but we are going to stuff this every paycheck or weekly if possible. That way I can build this up, because I just had a car maintenance last week. My car battery died, so I had to pay, I think it was like $205, but in my emergency fund I only had $120, so I had to pull from another one of these binders. So yeah, we're rebuilding this, and this is high priority because we need an emergency fund. I did move my Christmas savings challenge to high priority because I do want to have my Christmas fund funded already. So this is from Abundant Gains, and I do have more of her things. This is Laura from Abundant Gains. I love her, she's so sweet. So this is now high priority. So high priority to me is things that I need to stuff. I need to have cash stuffed. Like my registration, I needed to have that completed quickly. This one's not too quick, but just in case I do want to have this funded. Birthdays, this was just here because the envelope was empty, but this is for sure. I do need this. And Christmas, I want to have fully funded quickly. So that is my high priority. This one here is my low priority. And both of these binders, the purple one and this one here, are from Soul Mama. I don't think this one's available anymore though. So in this one, I do have another Spooky Budgets tracker. Let's see. And I did make these envelopes, so they're a little wonky, but it was my first time making envelopes, so we're trying. So this one's my self-care. This one's really just for nails. If you could see, it's like I hole punched it incorrectly, but that's okay. So like I don't need to have nails, and these are just press-ons. I don't go to the shop. This is not a priority, but it's something that I still want to save up for, right? Haircuts is kind of a priority, but it's good here. It's for my husband's haircuts. Household, when we have birthday, this is for gifts like birthdays, graduations, things like that. This is my Costco funding. This is not a high priority because yes, Costco is fun, Costco's nice, but I can shop somewhere less expensive, less bulkier, right? So low priority. This is for my husband's tattoo. This is not high priority because he does not need it, but he wants it, so we're saving up for that little by little. I did move my back to school tracker. This one's also from Abundant Gains. I moved this back to low priority because my kids have already started school and we got their school supplies and their school outfits, but I did move this. I do want to start filling this because they have book fairs and school pictures and things like that and school activities, so I want to make sure that I can pull from here for those things. This is another envelope that I made. It says household, but I'm going to use it for car maintenance, so there's a 20 in there. But this, I should also actually move this to my high priority because I do want to build my maintenance up too, but we'll do that maybe a little bit later. So that is a low priority to me, and these three are savings challenges. So let's start with, we'll start in order. So I just got this plain black binder and I decorated with these little stickers. Okay, so this one is full of savings challenges. This is also from Spooky Budgets. It's a Coraline dashboard, and these are just dashboards, so it's just to have in front of your binder to look at. Like, it's not, you don't really need this, but if you can fit in your budget, I would recommend. And then I do have this scratch off savings challenge. This one is from Spooky Budgets as well, and I'm not sure the total amount on this because this was an oopsie challenge, but I want to say it's going to be 50 just looking at the numbers already. So these are the numbers that I'm filling up on my next payday. And then this one is super cute too. I'm filling up this one on my next payday, but I love it. And this was just the envelope that I purchased to go with those. This is also from Spooky Budgets. This was a savings challenge that I made. I'm not sure, I just make mine on Canva, so I'm sure these same designs are like somewhere else. I'm not selling these at all, so I just made this for personal use, but it just has cardstock on the back. And then this is also another tracker that I made. This is for Horror Nights because my husband and I are going at the end of September, so I just want to make sure that I have enough money for merch, where it shows that there's an X. That was money that was already in there and my tickets are paid for already. So this is just money I'm saving up for merchandise if I want to see something I like or food or something. And then this one, this savings tracker, was a freebie from Spooky Budgets, and I do believe this envelope I just had from Amazon. So those are all my savings challenges. As you can see, I know that there's a lot, and right now I'm like hyper fixating on trying to get all of them stuffed each paycheck, but I have to snap out of that because I definitely don't need to stuff each one because that could be overwhelming. That's why I haven't started this one. So I'll probably start this one when maybe I complete this one here because I'm almost done with that. But you definitely don't need a lot of savings challenges. I just got them because I'd rather put the money into a savings challenge than elsewhere, and I feel like if I leave it in a binder of a savings challenge, it does better there. So this next one is the bookmark savings challenge from Abundant Gains as well. This dashboard is from Abundant Gains as well. And then this jelly binder was just from Amazon, as well as these envelopes here. I bought these from Amazon because when you buy the monthly challenge from Abundant Gains, it only comes with the bookmarks here. So it has the numbers and a scratch off bonus. So when I bought this, I bought it back in June, I believe. June or July, yeah. So when I pulled money out for my car battery, I did pull from this binder, so I do owe this envelope this month's worth of money, which I'm gonna pay it back. Yeah, so I do love this one because they are very budget friendly. These are low numbers, so these are really good. Okay, I'm gonna start with this kind of savings challenge. Like, I know this is a 50, I know that looks intimidating, but you can always break it up. You can always do like a 20 and 30, or 25 25, or 40 and 10. Or you don't need to finish each one each month. If I had to stop here, I would be okay with that, because this is still money saved, right? Like, this is money that I'm still saving, so any little bit is an accomplishment. So I do love that one. And then I did buy another tracker. This is also from Abundant Gains. If you can't tell, I do love her shop. I did go a little spend crazy not too long ago, but I am done spending for now. So this is a Zodiac monthly savings bundle. This one here is just, if you're into zodiacs, this is what you can use if you want, you know. I do believe that the bookmark is half of this, I think, right? So 160, the months corresponding would be like 80, I think. So I bought this back, I think, during Cancer season, but I did take out money again to put towards the car battery. So that's why this one only has 25, but I'm not gonna restuff that. I'm just gonna continue on, and if I can get to that at the end of the year, I will. So we finished that one. I'm hoping we can finish Virgo, but yeah, it's really nice. I really do like the color. The envelopes are pretty sturdy also. So this one's nice if you do want to purchase that. I do believe her shop's closed right now. I think she's on vacation or working. So there's this one, and then I do have this savings challenge here, which is the Mindful Baddie Savings 5K. So if I can, the 100 I already completed, and then I am working on 300 here. So this one's taking a little bit longer, but that's okay. The numbers do get bigger, so this one is a little intimidating for me. I was looking at the other numbers and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, these are big numbers, but that's okay. If we can do it, we can do it. Again, I can always stuff half or $6 for the 90, like, work on it slowly. So my plan for each of these when completed are different. I think this one's gonna go towards credit. I think this one also is gonna go towards a credit card payment. Once it's completed, I'm just gonna make a big chunk payment. And I think this one I had towards my husband's car. But yeah, that's it for my, okay, stay still. That's it for my binder breakdown, my little debt confession. I do hope that you guys stay tuned for the videos that are coming next. I'm really excited to see my progress, because I do have a TikTok, but I can't really, I don't know, maybe I don't really pay attention enough or see my progress. I know I've made progress, definitely, but I think with YouTube videos, it's going to be more, I think I'll see more growth. And so I'm excited for that. So if you stayed this long, thank you so much. I'm going to add my TikTok in the description box below. I'm almost at 250 followers there. I definitely do want to, I definitely do want to do a giveaway. Maybe when I hit 300, I'm not sure. I was thinking of either buying something from Spooky Budgets or Abundant Gains and then just giving that away. But we shall see. So yes, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.